Good morning, everyone. Welcome to week 2. I really loved our week 1 discussion. Thanks to all of you for posting early. Some of you posted very early. That's great. We had time for some really rich discussion because we weren't all doing it the last day, which I really, really appreciate. I also would like to note that there are quite a few of you that were able to get your assignments turned in early. And as such, I was able to grade them early. So if you like getting your feedback well in advance of your next week's assignment, when you get it in early, I most of the time am able to get it back to you pretty quickly. So week 1 went very well. I hope that you enjoyed our discussion and your examination of different sort of theories of support and sort of what your philosophy is and what resonates most with you. This week, we're going to be talking about guiding behavior in early childhood classrooms. And we're going to look at environments both indoors and outdoors and look at how environments and well-planned environments can create a classroom that reduces disruptive and negative behavior. So this week, our assignments are, well, first of all, you're going to be reading chapter 7 in our textbook. And then we do have an assignment and a discussion this week. Our discussion this week is going to be discussing how a classroom or an outdoor play space can be arranged and the materials made available, and how that can impact the climate and the learning for the students. So this week, you're going to describe 4 examples of what you should see or experience in a developmentally appropriate learning space. So 2 indoor spaces, 2 outdoor spaces, and talk about why they're effective, things that you should see, and the result of an environment that doesn't include these kinds of things. So make sure that when you do your discussion post, you use, citations from the material that you've read or any other research that you have done. If you're doing a written discussion post, make sure you have in-text citations and you have your references at the end in APA format. I do encourage you to make a video like I'm doing right now for you. I think that it sometimes helps us to get to know each other a little bit better. And if you do choose to do a video, just be sure to include a separate page or down at the bottom underneath the video in APA format, the references that you've used. Again, I encourage you to give it a shot. It's really not terrible. I actually use something called Screencast-O-Matic. You can get a free account, and from there you make your video. It's really easy. You can do a little bit of editing if you want to, and then you just upload it to, if you have a YouTube channel, or you can download it to your computer, and then you can post it. It's very easy. Week 2 assignment is going to really be talking about transitions. We know, especially those of you that are already in classrooms, that transitions make up a huge amount of a day in an early childhood classroom, and that those transitions can either be the most difficult part of the day or they can really support learning in the day. If you have transitions that are well planned, there will be a lot less disruptive behavior, and you can take that time that you're spending for transitions and actually use it for learning. So your assignment this week is going to be, as a teacher of young children, so put yourself in that position if you are not a teacher already, how can you develop transitions that promote positive social interactions and learning? So I want you to develop and explain 2 developmentally appropriate transition activities for young children. So you can choose a transition, the transition into school in the morning. You can choose transition to lunch, transition to nap time, transition between any 2 activities, transition from circle time, whatever you would like to choose. If you're in a classroom, pick the transition time that's the most challenging and really think about what you might be able to do differently. Or if you've had some really great successes with transitions and using them as learning opportunities, share that as well. So you are going to do that. Be sure that if you do choose to do a paper, that you include in-text citations and, again, references in APA format. I encourage you to try something a little different. You can try a video, you can do a presentation. Just make sure if you do a presentation that your presentation does have a voiceover. If you're having any difficulties with any of the assignments that you're choosing to do as written assignments, please know that tutor.com is available and you can get feedback that will help you with your paper. So there is information for that at the bottom of the assignment for week 2. As always, if you need to get a hold of me, just send me an email. I'll usually respond within an hour or 2. I'd be happy to set up a time to talk if that would be helpful for you. And I just look forward to our learning again in week 2. Take care and see you soon. Bye-bye.